Welcome to another video by Get It Done Home Repairs. Today's project is we're going to be replacing a switch with a new, more modern switch. These are the switches we're going to be replacing, and these are what's called a single pole switch, meaning it's controlled solely from this point right here. It's not a switch where you can control it from here and from another location. Everything is controlled from right here. Now, if you had a three-way switch, you'd have to make sure you get the correct switch for it, because then it can be controlled from here and it can be controlled from another location. And the reason I say that is because I had some situation where somebody put the wrong switch in and they thought they had an electrical problem, and it turned out that the switch that they picked up in the store was the wrong one. So make sure you have a single pole switch if it's controlled by one switch, and a three-way switch if it's controlled from a second location. All right, enough said. Let's just get started. Let's get this done. You're going to need a couple of tools. Let me show you what they are, and then we're going to get this job finished. Okay, and here is how we do it. When we turn the power supply off in the house, we need to have lights so we can see what we're doing. And the way that we can see what we're doing is we have this unit here. And this one is produced by a company called UD Power. And this unit here is called a C500, which is one of their smaller units, but it actually works really well for the projects that I'm doing here. All right, but that's how I do it. I hear it all the time. It's like, how do you work without the power being on? And that's how we do it. All right, let's put that switch in and let's wrap this job up. Okay, this is an example of what kind of tools you're going to need. You're going to need a couple of different screwdrivers, both Phillips and flathead. We're going to need a voltage tester. This is a non-contact voltage tester. We may need a utility knife, and I'll explain why in a minute. We are probably going to need a pair of needle nose pliers, possibly some wire strippers, and of course something to cut wire if we need to. This is our second switch, and of course we need them so we can see what we're doing. And that's it. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to come up here with our utility knife, and we're going to cut that paint line right around there, because if we just take this switch and pull it off, we're going to wind up peeling away the paper for the drywall itself. So we're going to take our utility knife and go around right there, here, on the bottom here, and then we'll take these screws out, this one, this one, this one, and this one. We're going to do one at a time, and then we're going to remove the switches and we'll replace them. All right, so all right, let's get started. Okay, we're going to take a utility knife and we're just going to strike around where the paint is on the switch itself, just like this. We don't want to cut into the drywall itself. We just want to cut the paint line around it, just like that. Next, we're going to do one switch at a time. We're just going to take out the flat screws that hold it in place. Okay, all right, so this switch now is removed. And we're just going to turn the switch like this so we can work right here. You want to make sure that you put the wires back in the same location that you took them off from. We're just going to hold this here, take this screw out like this, And next we're going to reconnect our wires. Now the screw tightens clockwise. So you want to make sure that when you put your wire in there and you tighten your wire up, that when you tighten it clockwise, the wire actually pulls tighter as it goes through. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Let me get it in there first and I'll show you. See the wire is right here? We're just going to pull this tighter, just like that. And now when you tighten this screw right here, as you tighten it, the wire pulls in a little bit tighter and it keeps it from pushing back and out of the way. So we just turn it just like this, screw it down. And nice and tight. Now we'll connect this one back onto here. Okay, next we'll take our wire that we just previously took off and we'll put it back around. Okay, one switch is done, and we'll do the other one. Okay, next we're going to put our plate over the top, and this job will be done. Next we put our cover over the top like this, and we're just going to move these around a little bit, just so we can get it to line up in here properly. And that's it. So we went from this to this. All right, so as you can see, changing the switches is really not that difficult. Make sure you go back down and turn your power switch back on, so that way your lights will work. But that's it, this job is done, and we're on to the next. Now don't forget, if you want to see future videos that I upload, go to the subscribe. There'll be a little bell right there, and you can click on the bell so that you can be notified of whenever I upload new videos. As always, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.